Hello everybody, this is Napa Fan here, and this is race number 12 in season number 2 of the Turkey Hill Series. We are here at the Daytona International Speedway for the second time this season for the Toot's Restaurant 250, a 15-lap race around this 2.5-mile super speedway in Daytona Beach, Florida. Dean Wickard in the number 62 starts on the pole, but we're at a restrictor plate track race. We're at a restrictor plate track. We're at a restrictor plate track, and when we're at restrictor plate tracks, passing is very frequent, so starting on the pole really doesn't mean much when you come here to Daytona, but it is only a 15-lap race. It's a little shorter than normal than a lot of the races we have here in the Turkey Hill Series, but it should still be a good one because it's at Daytona, and Daytona is one of the best tracks we have here in all the series here on Napa Fan. Dean Wickard on the pole alongside him. It's Seth Cole, Alex Bonsinor, Riley White, Abe Troxel, Caleb Hoffman, Marilyn Birdsall, Jesse Turner, Garrett Sinor, Blaine Keys, Max Newirth, Nick Pericles, Nicholas Gratton, Tristan Allen, Matt Dallio, Eric Almanhart, Elijah Gordon, Cameron Godju, Cameron Garlington, Oscar Ramirez, LJ Mills, Jordan Newman, Johnny Bryant, Nicholas Amadio, Henry Lace, Ben Clark, Tyler Selsman, Christian Master, Kevin Gandara, Tristan Walker, Jonathan Dufit, John Art, Justin Roberts, Nathan Stapleton, Harry Joe Arvin, Alonzo Austin, Spencer, Jacob Reed, Stuart Gratton, our last winner here in the Turkey Hill Series, Trey Bartow, and Davey Johnson. That's the full field starting here today at Daytona. Get to the pole car instead. So 15 laps here at the Daytona International Speedway. And we will probably see a big crash at some point throughout this race. We just don't exactly know when. And this is the last restrictor plate track. Well, actually, no, it isn't. We still have an Armory Digital race left to go here. But the last time we raced at a traditional restrictor plate track. And, yeah. Restrictor plate tracks are some of the best races we have here in the Turkey Hill Series. We got Daytona, we got the Talladega race, and we got Daytona again. Then the two Armory Digital races, we have a lot of passing at those places. So, yeah, the 5 races we race at on super speedways during the season are always very good. Anyways, let's get this thing started. Dean Wickard, Seth Cole on the front row. 15 laps of madness at Daytona in the Toot's Restaurant 250. Here we go, we're green flag racing at the World Center of Racing. And the guy who won here at Daytona earlier in the season opener, that was Alex Bonsinor. He starts up here in this field, and he's up to second now, helping Dean Wickard pull out front. The inside lane is most likely the place to be during this race, but the outside lane can get a run at times. This is Daytona Speedway physics. It's one of the best tracks in NR 2003. Wickard pulls out to a pretty big lead. They're 3 wide. Here comes Las Vegas winner Marilyn Birdsall in the 28 to the inside of Troxel and Bonsinor for second. And Wickard's kind of pulling away here, which is not good at all. But he will lead the first lap of action here today. Let's turn this up a little bit. Abe Troxel in the middle. Marilyn Birdsall's going to get a run on Dean Wickard for the lead. The 28 to the inside of the 62. Here comes the 55 of Garrett Sinor. Nick Pericles, Tristan Allen on this inside. Birdsall is going to move up to the middle lane. And kind of come back down to the inside, heading into turn 1. Side-by-side battle between Marilyn Birdsall and Dean Wickard. And the outside here can easily get a great run. At the line, it's going to be Wickard, who barely leads lap number 2. Sinor on this inside trying to get alongside our leaders. He's going to be able to do it. They're 3 wide for the lead. Garrett Sinor in the 55 trying to take it from Marilyn Birdsall and Dean Wickard. Birdsall in the middle still. These guys might go 3 wide for quite a while here. You see those outside lanes getting a great run down the backstretch. Sinor has a great push on the inside. The middle lane might get a run here, though. I think Birdsall's got a shot. The Wickard also with a great run on the outside, but Sinor leads lap number 3 here at Daytona. Here comes the 90 of Nick Pericles, trying to help Garrett Sonor get out front. Have Nicholas Gratton, who won at Armory Digital earlier this season. Elijah Gordon in the 33 as well. Pericles. He is going to get a run on Sonor. Sonor cleared the outside lanes of Dean Wickard and Marilyn Birdsall. He goes up there to block them. And when he did that, Nick Pericles got a run to the inside of him, and Nick Pericles is now out front here at Daytona. The Florida native going to lead lap number 4 here today. Nicholas Gratton in the 16. He's starting to move his way up front. He's got Elijah Gordon, Cameron Garlington in the 42. I forget who the 42 is. LJ Mills? Yep, LJ Mills in the 42 on the inside. Nicholas Gratton. He's got a run on Pericles for the lead. And we're 4 wide. Troxel, Wickard, Bonsinor. I don't exactly know how that happened, but when we were going 4 wide, coming in at turn number 4, 4 plus 4 equals 8, we'll probably have a lot more involved in this one. Around they go. Tristan Allen involved. Blaine Keys. They slow down. How in the world did they slow down? Nicholas Gratton won the race back to the line. Sid Noor is involved. But they slowed down. They heard me say it. You know, I thought there was going to be a lot more than 8 drivers involved in this crash, and I was totally wrong. They just slid and they slowed down. They did a great job. They deserve some candy for that. Let's see here. Who was involved? I forgot. 62, Dean Wickard was involved. Where is he? I know Troxel was in the middle of this, so we'll follow with him. We'll eventually get to it. But our first caution here in the Toots Restaurant 250 at Daytona, and it's not really a big one. Sonor, Wickard, and Bonsinor are the 3 guys that got the worst of this. And I'll add Tristan Allen also got involved as well, I think. Yeah. But you see, look at these. These guys just slow down perfectly. Look at them. Okay, guys, you did take a little hard hit there. But other than that, that was a very minor crash for Daytona. You see Sonor involved, Tristan Allen involved, and Dean Wickard. They got the worst of it. We'll go on board, or we won't go on board, because there's no need to go on board. We'll just replay it one more time and get back to racing, because there really isn't much going on here with this crash. You see Troxel. Troxel did go around. As a matter of fact, he did a perfect 360. Did you see, dude, did you just see what Troxel did? Look at what Troxel does. He has a perfect 360. Perfect. Oh my goodness gracious! I can't even say the freaking word. I'm sorry. Perfect. Why can't I say that? Well, you see what he did there, and that was pretty cool. Let's get to the restart. And the leader is Nicholas Gratton here at Daytona. Back here at Daytona, we'll have 6 laps to go when we restart. That's the problem about these restrictor plate races in the Turkey Hill Series and the Napa Truck Series. When we get a caution, a lot of the racing gets taken away. Nicholas Gratton is the leader. Marilyn Birdsall, Elijah Gordon, Nick Pericles, Cameron Garlington, top 5. L.J. Mills, Johnny Bryant, Tristan Walker, Kevin Gamdara, and Justin Roberts, the top 10. Roberts won at Talladega, which was the last restrictor plate track race we had here in the Turkey Hill Series. The pace car is going to pull off, and we're going to go back to racing here at Daytona. Nicholas Gratton is the leader. And he gets a great jump on Marilyn Birdsall. Birdsall might have a problem in this 28. I don't think she was involved in that crash, but she's obviously not going up to speed. Might be a little strategy. Might be trying to get Nicholas Gratton to pull away so they can kind of get a good draft and get around him. It's possible that's what she's trying to do. Because when you pull out front here at Daytona, you're not going to stay out front for too long. Pericles, Mills, now Birdsall, and Birdsall, I think that's exactly what she was trying to do. She has a great run on the 16 now to the inside of him for the lead. And Marilyn Birdsall is going to be able to do it. Nick Pericles, L.J. Mills on the inside. L.J. Mills, as far as I know, he's only won 1 race on Napa Fan, and that came right here at Daytona in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series Season number 1. Hasn't raced in as many races as guys like Garlington or Gaju, but still, it's a very long losing streak for a guy who races a good amount of races here on Napa Fin. Pericles out front in the 90. But Mills looking to catch up to him on this inside. Here comes Tristan Walker with a run in the 98, though. Not going to be able to get alongside the 42. Mills in the 42, going to get a run on Pericles for the lead. We might end up with a side-by-side battle at the line here for the race. I mean, we've seen extremely close finishes here before. Finishes where the margin of victory was absolutely nothing. We've really have seen that here before. We might see it today, because we got this outside lane working pretty well here in the later goings of this race. LJ Mills, with help from Tristan Walker, might get around the 90 here. Mills is going to go up high. No, he's going to stay in the middle. Pericles gets a great run on the outside. Trying to get that outside to work. We can get the outside to work. You definitely are going to do a good job. Pericles trying to lead this lap. And he is going to do it, I think. That was really close. Why does it say he's 25th? No, he did not lead that lap. LJ Mills led that lap. Man, it's 3 laps to go here at Daytona, by the way. Max Neuwirth, who won at Watkins Glen earlier this season, is on this inside. Trying to get around the 42 with help from Garlington. And Alonso on this inside lane. The 8 is going to get a nose underneath of LJ Mills. It's going to be 2 laps to go this time. It is still a race between Mills and Pericles, but they're going 3 wide right behind them. Pericles is going to lead it with 2 to go at Daytona. If Neuwirth can get a good run heading into 1, get alongside these guys, which he's going to do, I think the 2 outside lanes are done. I just feel it. You got Cameron Garlington, the Season 3 Chick-fil-A Cup Series champion on this inside lane. He hasn't won a race yet this season. Neuwirth has, though. He's trying to get his 2nd of the season. I might have been wrong about that theory. When they go 3 wide, the outside lanes usually don't work as well, but they seem to be hanging pretty tough with Neuwirth. But Neuwirth is going to lead it at the white flag here at Daytona. One more time around this super speedway in the Toot's Restaurant 250. Kind of a short race here. But we're going to have a good finish. Can Max Neuwirth get his 2nd win of the season? Neuwirth is going to clear the outside lanes. That might open the door for Cameron Garlington down the backstretch. Garlington in the 2. He's going to get a run on the 8 of Max Neuwirth. It's going to be a race between Garlington and Neuwirth. Garlington to the inside. He's got a great run on the 8. Only 1 more corner to go. And Cameron Garlington with a great push from Hair Gel Arvin Alonso. Cameron Garlington will win the Toot's Restaurant 250 at Daytona. That is his first win since he won the finale race in Season 3 of the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. And the Season 3 champion of that series wins here at Daytona in the Turkey Hill Series. With help from Hair Gel Arvin Alonso, that's another great finish for him. He got a great finish at Road America on Monday. And Cameron Garlington got a great run today because he won the Toot's Restaurant 250 at Daytona. There are the official results right there. Garlington the winner, Hair Gel Arvin Alonso, Max Neuwirth, Austin Spencer, LJ Mills, all veterans in the top 5. Then Nick Pericles, Trey Bartow, Tristan Walker, Jacob Reed, and Marilyn Birdsall, the top 10. Take a look at the rest of the results right there. Had that one small little crash there. Only 2 guys got knocked out. That was Cameron Gaju and Tristan Allen. But other than that, nice clean race, and Cameron Garlington is the winner. So congratulations to Cameron Garlington on winning here today at Daytona. Here are the points for the Turkey Hill Series. Thank you guys very much for watching. I will see you guys later.